So thank you for everybody being here. I didn't know under what premise I would be able to say something, but I promised Denny that I would send him off with a bang. And we edited this many times. My top 30 jokes got nicks. They're inappropriate. So this is the G version, but good afternoon or good evening. My name is Frank Hanna. Denny was my best friend. I know I'm not the only one that can say that. Denny had more friends than he could count. In fact, as I scrolled through all the loving notes, messages, tributes to Denny this week, I was really in awe. I thought, wow, Denny has so many more friends than I do. If you were lucky enough to meet Denny, you instantly became his friend. Denny and I weren't always close. We met in high school and we were friendly, but we didn't hang out all the time. I did notice from afar, this guy was popular. And he was always surrounded by good-looking girls. Years later, when we reconnected in college, I eagerly asked him what the story was with all these women. He begrudgingly defined his relationship. He said, "Frankie, I was the mayor of Friendville. The loneliest place on earth." Now that made a lot more sense to me. In 1999, I transferred back to finish school at Salisbury. Our paths were to cross again. And I'd say it was our 4th, 5th, and 6th years in college when we really got tight. I got to know the Mogan family, who were fantastic. They treated me like their own. That period, although fun, was somewhat of a blur. I remember most days starting with an afternoon movie and some mind-altering fun, and ending with many laughs and a copious amount of cocktails at one of our favorite bars. In fact, we'd often run into Big Denny. It was such a fun time in our lives. From there, our relationship grew when we were side by side for many great life events, including the summer he met the love of his life, Katja. He brought her into Hartman Hanna's one day. She was beautiful, smart, funny, and sweet. I remember thinking, what the hell is she doing? I pulled him aside and I said, "How did you land that?" And he goes, "She's from Eastern Europe. The guys over there are really rough. She comes over here and I'm like George Clooney." But seriously, they were perfect for each other. Went on to get married, as did I. And like with my wife, I came to learn that Katja embodied the qualities that are essential when you were with someone like Denny or myself. She was tireless, tolerant, patient, and most importantly, forgiving. It was obvious she loved him to death and was in it for the long haul. We both began our families as I moved away. Denny kept doing his thing. He was touching lives. He was larger than life. He had a huge personality that was very magnetic. You just wanted to be around him. He made you feel better about yourself. He was so incredibly loyal. He would fight for his friends and coworkers. This was on full display one time when we went to an Eagles and Steelers game. After plenty of drinks and an Eagles victory, I started a huge fight at a bar with some guy that was completely out of line. Thank God I had Denny and Jeff Lyles with me because I would have been screwed. Long story short, Jeff knocked the guy out, and we were physically removed from the bar by security. I can still picture 6 bouncers tossing Denny airborne out the front. I watched him bounce down the sidewalk. Of course, I managed to escape unscathed. I remember calling him the next day to check on him. I said, "How you doing, buddy?" He said, "Well, my glasses are broken, my back is completely jacked, and I think my elbow is shattered." And I said, "Hey, it's a small price to pay to give that creep what he deserves." Denny was mentally and and physically tough and was not afraid of anyone or anything. He's definitely a fighter, and when he was diagnosed last year, I knew he would give ALS hell. That being said, I was devastated, as I know everyone else was. I just kept thinking, not Denny, man. Nobody loved life more than Denny. It wasn't fair, not now. He just put everything on the line for this restaurant. He's got 2 young, beautiful boys. His life is just getting started. While I struggled with feelings of disbelief and anger, Denny kept pushing forward. Over the last year, as Denny's health deteriorated, his mental fortitude seemed to become stronger. We talked, then text, had some heavy conversations, many of which over Zoom happy hours. We reminisced, we spoke about what he wanted to do with his remaining time. All he wanted to do was be with his family and watch his boys. He really came to appreciate every single day that he woke up and got to spend time with them. Mick and Jack, your dad, he loves you more than anything. He's so proud of you guys. He's here watching over you. I can feel him. I feel like he's breathing down my neck. I promised him that I was going to help you guys. And as much as I'm going to help you, I need you to help me. I miss my friend. Mick, you look like your dad. And Jack, you act like your dad. And I can't wait to watch you guys grow up and see your dad inside you. We're going to do a lot of fun things together, and he's going to be with us every step of the way. To Katja, Big Denny, Ginny, Brad, Carrie, and all Denny's friends that have helped, thank you guys for all you've done. And thank you for letting me be a part of this. You guys have all stepped up in amazing ways, and the respect that I have for all of you is incredible. And I'd do anything for anybody here, so please don't ever hesitate to ask. And to Denny, I love you. Until we meet again.